let's go over down dog. There are many different ways to get into it. The most common is from plank or from tabletop, from somewhere down on your mat. So I'm going to start down on the mat with my hands lined up under my shoulders. Let's go into a full plank. So pretend I just came from a plank. Then from here, if I'm in a full plank, I push belly button in, lead with my hips up and back. Think back, 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 not just straight up, but pushing your butt or your tailbone up to the wall behind you. As you do that, your head goes between your hands, your fingers are spread, your palms are spread. You're pushing your heels down while lifting your tailbone up and your head back. Lots of things happening. This is a challenging move. It is a stretch, but it's also, good girl, Lexi. It's also strength. She does it best, clearly. Good girl. If coming into it from a plank move is too challenging, you come into it from tabletop. So your hands, fingers spread, palms pushing into the floor, curl the toes under. Again, use your abs. Pull the belly in, lift, and push back. That's a slightly easier way to get into it. The other thing to think about is you can walk your feet in if you feel like they're too far away, and you can bend your knees slightly. The goal is to get them straight and to get the heels down. That might not happen, like ever, but maybe, especially not today. So full version is this. The head is back, ears lined up with your arms, top of the head hanging straight down, heels pushing back, hips lifting up, belly pulled in. This is your full version. We may say pedal the heels, which just means you'll alternate knee bends, really emphasizing pushing one heel down at a time while the other one gets a break. You could bend both. You could push both back. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Again, it's a challenging move. It's a stretch, but there's also a lot of strength, especially on your shoulders and your hands. You really want to make sure you push your whole palm into the mat. What happens often is people lean back and they're leaning on their wrists. Spread your fingers and anchor yourself into the mat. Really push down and away as you lift back. Head back, back, back. It's not this, right? It's not this. This is like some sort of inverted V-ish bad plank kind of thing. All the way back. Think booty lined up in line with your heels and ears in line with the arms and the hands. And there you have your downward facing dog. To modify, again, don't go step your feet in a little bit, bend your knees a little bit, don't stay in it as long. Anytime you need a break from here, drop the knees into child's pose is the best option. Just drop the knees and hang out for a second and stretch until you're ready to go back into it. We may add on. If it's an advanced move and we're doing something fancy, we may add a leg or bend the knee or add a plank knee lift. Like there's a lot of options that start from the down dog, but I want to make sure you know how to get into it and how to modify it and make it work for you. And again, if the modifications don't work from you, hang out in tabletop, just stay right here, or push back into child's pose if you really need a break and you really need to stretch the shoulders.